Hi, my name is Javs, also known as Javatronia. I'm a licensed hairstylist, freelance photographer and videographer, as well a mother. Recently, I was introduced to the world of toy collecting, and here I will share with you my journey and exploration into the world of action figures, not only as a collector and consumer, as well a passionate new fan. Hey guys, it's Jazz with Javatronia Reviews and Just Try Media, and today I am going to review iGear Cogs, aka Gears, as a microchip review. So it's going to be short, sweet, and simple, so let's get to it right now. Alright, so here he is. He's a deluxe figure, so he's a little oversized for his Autobot mini vehicle, but he is pretty compact and a little bit smaller than other deluxe figures. So I have an example or size comparison with Prowl. So you can see he's a little bit shorter, and then of course here's Wind Charger. I feel like he should be a little bit more this size opposed to this size, but we did get a third party and we're happy with him because he's a lot more to the likeness of the G1 character. Alright, let's get a close look of Gears. He has some decent detail to him, the molded detail. The paint apps are pretty accurate. I like the silver reflective accents here, the yellow. He just has this one weapon, and as far as I can tell and what I've seen, there isn't any other weapon storage. He does have a lack of posability due to his articulation, which I'll show you in just a moment. Let's take a look at the back. So back here, he does have what looks like a little booster pack here. So I'm assuming this is how you would pose him. I think typically I pose him with that down because I'm not sure that I really like it sticking up, but if you wanted to play with that scene using the booster pack, you can do that, not a problem. One other neat feature he does have is his face does, he has two faces, one as a shield and one as a full face. So here you see his full face, and then if you just push that around, and there he is. He's got a second face there. A shielded face, that is. Alright, and let's take a look at his articulation. So his face does switch, and he has no other head movement. He does have shoulder articulation, in and out, forward and back. He has an elbow bend, and he sort of has like a double jointed elbow. You could see in here he's got that rotation, and then he has his other parts on a ball joint right there. So you can get a little bit more articulation out of his arms than if it were not like that. So there is a little bit of bicep swivel and no wrist articulation. They are solid. He does have some waist articulation, waist rotation, hips go in and out, back and forth. He has a knee bend, and a knee swivel, although it is pretty high up. And then he has his toes. They do point up and down, but I really feel like due to the lack of articulation, you're not really going to be using them. It's more or less to switch for his transformation to hide, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the gap that goes on there either. Oh, and I forgot to point out, he does have these missiles here on his waist underneath his arms there. So he has some pretty decent looks about him. And on to his truck mode. Back here is Cogs, aka Gears, as his pickup truck mode. So he has a really decent snug fit. There really isn't anything loose. All the wheels work, he rolls. The only thing that's really disappointing is that his gun peg does not fit in to the port that they show here on the top. So he doesn't really have any place to store his weapon. And there's no place to store it underneath. So again, just there's a big lack of gun storage. He cannot be armed in vehicle mode, and he only has one choice of holding it in his hands at all times as bot mode. So it's the only disappointing thing about the weapons and the storage. The only other thing for that really just comes down to his paint quality is interesting. It looks like it's part of the plastic, so it doesn't have that really nice deep opaque color. It's a little chalky looking, but the silver reflected pieces here are nice. As far as his G1 look, not too bad. Just I feel like he's a little oversized to be a mini bot, but he is a deluxe, which matches the size that he is at this point. So, and now for my concluding thoughts. Alright, ladies and gents, and my final thoughts on this figure is that it's very decent for a G1 figure. I do like it as a third-party figure, and I like it more than the other versions available for him. He definitely holds more G1 likeness to him, and decent size, looks okay, the paint color's good. I just feel like he could have more the deeper color, not so chalky looking, and maybe a little more weapon storage, but I'm not really going to complain because he's just hanging out with the rest of the Autobots. So that is my conclusion on iGear Cogs, aka Gears. Thank you so much for following, and don't forget, enjoy your toys because you never know when they can be taken away. Bye!